This is my first time in the Edge, yeah. It's not my first time in Sao Paulo. I played in an outdoor festival last year. And in Brazil I played in Rio de Janeiro and Belo Horizonte. Thanks to people like Bruno Pronsato or someone else who did a very good job 2 years ago or 3 years ago of showing our sound to people. It was thanks to them that now we can play in Europe and other parts of the world and, you know, keep releasing stuff. Well, the first thing that I released was Ghost EP, which was an MP3 release on Igloo Rec. It's a net label by Dilo, who's a good friend of mine. He's from Argentina. That was a good thing to start because it was more experimental. It wasn't as techno, it's more housey, and it was much more minimal. Because that was a point in my career where I was making like more minimalistic sound. And then I started to release EPs on labels such as Phonocult and Stock 5. One of my favorite EPs is Wooden, which was released on the Dutch label Phonocult. It's like, I think it was my first, it was like my big break, if you want to call it that. Right now I'm working with Jeremy on Dumb Unit. We've done some releases already with me and Pablo De Negri, who's a good friend of mine, and also Jorge Saboretti. And yeah, I'm working on a few releases which are going to be released soon, and also a new album which will have a lot of things like usual Seph stuff. As I said, my sound right now is not so minimal as it was before. I don't really care about that anymore. Just try to make nice textures, nice grooves, and always keep that Seph sound. So the album's going to have techno, it's going to have breakbeat, it's going to have downtempo stuff, it's going to have a much more experimental approach to it, which is something I haven't done in my latest releases. So yeah, that's about it for what's coming up. I guess I started to go into music when I was around 7, which is the time that I started to play the piano and stuff. I started to go to the National Conservatory in Buenos Aires. And then little by little I started to listen to different sorts of music, like, as you said, Pink Floyd. I had the influence of my dad, who showed me things like Stravinsky and Eric Satie. And basically that summed up, plus things like Pink Floyd, and then later on things like Plastic Man or Villalobos. I think that's what more or less created what I'm doing today.